Hello everyone, I'm Yvonne. Welcome back once again to my kitchen. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. And for all my new subscribers, I do see a few. I want to say thank you so much for the support. I do hope that you continue to like and share the video on all your platforms. I have some really yummy, delicious, exciting recipes coming up. You'll be pleased, okay? Now on the menu today is rice balls and peanut butter soup. Omoto kenkati onu. That's what is on the menu today. This is a very popular dish in Ghana. I don't know how it just became synonymous with Sundays, but it's a Sunday special in Ghana. It's very popular and we love it. I want to say it's a northern import actually, because tuwo itself is a Hausa word. Anybody wants to challenge me? Prove me wrong. All right, without further ado, let's get started. In here, I have my lamb, 3.7 pounds. I have beef tripe. I washed it previously with baking soda and lemon, and I've grilled it. So that's partially cooked. And I have tomato paste, and I have tomatoes, whole tomatoes, that is thawing from the fridge. I have peanut butter. Okay, let's talk about it. It's all natural. That's what you should look for. Apart from that, very important, you need to read the ingredient label. It should only say 2 items. Peanuts and salt, that's it. No palm oil, sugar, none of that. And look for the brand that says SMUCKERS. My mother introduced me to those years ago when she was in the US, and I've been using it ever since. This particular one is toasted. It does look and taste like the Ghana peanut butter. So look for this brand. They don't pay me any money. I don't know who they are, but I'm glad to pitch their product. A good product is a good product, okay? So SMUCKERS. Now I also have thyme. I'm going to use that to season my meat. We have thyme, we have rosemary, then we have anise seed, and we have star anise, and we have coriander. We're going to toast those, and I'll show you in a minute. Right here, I have a teaspoon each, okay? The coriander, anise seed, and the star anise. We're going to toast it, cool it, mill it, and season our meat with it. This is in a raw form, so by toasting it, you do release all the natural oils, and I'm toasting it in my spice blend. I also use dried shrimp, okay? I get this from the Asian market. I have chicken bouillon powder, I have got accent and salt, and I have my smoked mackerel. A couple of them, they came from Texas. I'll put the number in the description below if you want to order some from my friend Celestine. Tasty, super tasty, fresh. So then ginger, garlic, magi tablets, chili straight from the garden, habanero peppers, and onions. I'm on the stove toasting the anise seed, coriander, and star anise. I broke the star anise into pieces to hasten the toasting process. These seeds are in their raw original form, so you need to toast them first. The toasting process causes the seeds to release their full flavor because their oils are released. The seeds are bursting forth with flavor in the oil, and you need the heat to release them. Toast till color is slightly golden like so, on low-medium heat by the way, and you can smell the fragrant aromas. This is how my mom taught me, and it really does make a difference. If you're not accustomed to toasting seeds, please try it. You'll see. I pour it on the plate, and I'm going to set this in the fridge real quickly before I can mill it so it doesn't clog up my milling machine. Okay, so here I'm at the sink washing the lamb. It's got a lot of blood and it nauseates me. This gamey smell. I get disgusted very easily by a lot of stuff. So anyway, I wash it thoroughly. I have different ways I wash my meat. I use baking powder, salt, vinegar, and just give it lime, lemon. But here it's a lot of blood, so I'm using flour. And what I'm doing is just to get the flour to adhere to the meat and just draw all the blood, which is done very nicely. So I give it several rinses, maybe 3 or 4 times or 5, as many as it'll require to get the water clear. Okay, and then I'm going to rinse it with lemon. That works beautifully. Just right there in the lemon, you just rub it on the countertop, roll it and press it or squeeze it, or you can pop it in the microwave for like 12 seconds. That will release all the juices and give you a burst of juice. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just going to rinse it. And then of course when I'm done, I give it a final rinse, and then my meat is clean and fresh and smells so good. And I put it in the pot here ready to cook. Here I'm just going to melt my seeds that I toasted, coriander, anise seed, and star anise. It's nicely cooled in the fridge and ready to go. And in there I already have the baby shrimp, and then I had the rosemary and the thyme, and I added the shrimp tablet as well. So it's nicely milled, and now I'm going to transfer it to the main blender. I do this so I don't have the finished product to be super smooth. I don't want to be chewing on seeds or any spices like that. I already added my shallots and ginger, onion goes in, garlic, everything goes in there, okay? And I'm just squeezing the juice from the tomatoes and add it to the blender and just blend. I don't want to add any extra liquid. And I add my Knorr chicken powder, a dash of accent, and a dash of salt. It's all to your taste and it's to your preference. And then I rub it in nicely, get into all the nooks and crannies of the lamb. And then this is the tripe that already pre-cooked. It's steamed, it's grilled, so it's pre-cooked. So that's not going to go in now. It'll go in later because I don't want it to be too soft. The lamb is a bit tougher, so it's going to take a little longer to cook. And then we're cooking this in its own juices. We are not adding any additional liquid. So nice and slow, it's just going to cook in its own juices. And I add my onions and tomatoes. You do not need to cook this separately at all, okay? Everything one pot. Then this is the peanuts. We just opened the peanut butter. Look at it. It has natural oil. This is what natural peanut butter should look like. This is the one from Kroger, the other one. Now this is the SMUCKERS one that I use because the nut is toasted and it tastes more like the Ghana peanut butter. And you saw all the oil. That's what it should look like. And in goes my peanut butter. I just go ahead and blend it and pour it into the pot with a little water and rinse it out and get everything in there, no waste. And then I give it a stir and it's going to go on the stove top and we're going to cook this on medium heat again. In Ghana, it's a tedious process. We mash this with our hands, keep mashing it till it's smooth. It takes forever. This is easy. Just blend it and put it in there. Meanwhile, I have hot water boiling on the side. So when I need water, I have hot water. I don't have to, start from cold. My meat, check on my meat. My meat is steaming nicely. Come back and you have to just keep on the peanut so it doesn't burn. Okay, just periodically give it a stir. We're going to cook it till it's completely done and then the oil will float. And then I check my meat. Now I can add my tripe. It's cooked nicely. It's halfway tenderized. So about the same time, the tenderization looks pretty good. So it's time for me to add my tripe, which I just did. Give my peanut butter a stir and then that's Jubilee trying to learn how to do this. Now, this is something my mom taught me. This is the trick to releasing the natural oils in the peanuts. We just sprinkle water on it, okay? That's how she used to say it. And doing that really releases the oil. So just do it periodically. And you can see right there, the oil is already beginning to float. So just add water periodically. You'd go in there and sprinkle the water. And then right there, you see the oil begins to float to the top of. So we just be doing this periodically, going back and forth between those. And now our tomato is tenderized. We're just going to blend everything. Tomatoes, peppers, everything. We just blend everything and I run it through the strainer. It has to be smooth. I do not like seeds and sediment. I just don't like it. Has to be pure. Okay, so I just sieve it and now our peanut looks good. It's nicely cooked and look at all the oil. Oh my goodness, this is natural oil. So transfer it. It's got to be one pot. Rinse everything. Now I'm scooping some out because my 2 other kids have seafood allergy. So I scoop there as a pot on the side before I introduce my fish. Okay, they love peanut butter, but we don't want to get them sick. They have serious allergies. So I break in my mackerel, seasoned it. It needed an extra amount of salt and the shrimp tablets, which I just added. Our soup is done just like that. About 20-25 minutes, soup is done. And like mom said, you got to clean your pot. So you take a sponge and water, no soap. You got to clean. The pot has to look spick and span, clean. If she sees any mess, trouble for you. It's got to be clean. All right, so here I'm just serving myself. That rice ball is so good. Bless. Amen. And the rice balls, it is the perfect stickiness. Perfect. Use your stand mixer. Perfect stickiness. Gretchen wants to eat some. It is so delicious.
Yum, this tastes really good.
So delicious. Oh my goodness, it's just hot. The flavors, just a depth of flavor. Delicious, tasty, except it's really hot. We have to let this cool down a little bit, and I need to pack up the soup and get going. It's late now. They're probably sitting there waiting for me. This is really, 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 really good. All too soon, we've come to the end of another episode. Our peanut butter soup, groundnut soup, in with our rice balls, omotuo, emutuo, tuwo shinkafa. I told you it's really a northern dish. Don't argue with me. Tuwo shinkafa, okay? This is it. I want to thank you so much for staying to the end and joining me. Now, if you haven't done so already, please like the video, please comment, and do subscribe. It's right here on your screen. Tap the bell, notification bell, and select all notifications so you don't miss any episode when I upload it. You'll be first to be notified. Please do share the videos for me. Let others enjoy my recipes. Look how, hot and appetizing the soup looks. It's full of delicious, intensive flavor. The lamb, the smoked mackerel, the flavors are intensive, and all the spices, the tricks, what I taught you about the spice, toasting it first makes a difference. The aroma, it's unbelievable. Please do try my recipe. Try my peanut butter recipe. Try this one. And how to release the natural oils from the peanuts by doing the sprinkling. So sprinkle the water on top of the peanut butter gently. Little by little, it will release the natural oils from the peanut butter. These are little things that my mom taught me that really do make a difference. Anyway, thank you so much. Until I see you again next time with another delicious recipe. Stay well, stay blessed, and happy cooking. Bye-bye.
Words are not enough, to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. How can I express